I lost 80 pounds. Not today, but in the past. I was actually very successful at losing the weight. But today, I've gained it all back. So I can brag about the past me all I want. When I look in the mirror today, she is not who I see. It's me. It's me. I mean, that is me, but this is also me. That was me in the past. This is me today. Oh, yeah, and this is not my bathroom. This is my bathroom. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, of course, weight loss. It's something that I have struggled with for a very long time. And I've even told myself several times that even on this channel, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I've done it before. So why am I trying to create a new way or follow other people's way instead of following my own that worked for me? So how did I do it before? Well, I was over 200 pounds back then, same as I am standing before you today in all my glory. I was over 200 pounds and I still felt confident. I still felt happy. I love to eat food, you guys. So I used to eat all the time, a lot. And that's how I got to that point. Well, I auditioned for a girl group, a singer band, whatever, I don't know, a girl band, and I didn't make it. They told me that they loved my voice, that I could sing, but I didn't have the appearance they were looking for. And I've been told that so many times in my life. So when they told me that, I was like, these heifers think I'm fat. So I need to go lose some weight. And I did. I was working at Geico at the time and I was trying so hard to do it on my own. I was eating soup, I was eating fruit and vegetables, but whenever one of my neighbors would be like, hey, I prepared dinner, do you want some? I would tell them no and they would give it to me anyway. So I would eat it. And yeah, it's just very hard for me to like not snack, not eat chips and candy because your girl loves to eat. I love to eat. So I had to come up with a different kind of plan. I was working at Geico, and that's where this comes in. They started this vegan program, and this was years ago, y'all. I think I worked for Geico in like 2000, maybe 2009. It's so hard to think back that far back, but that's how old that video is. It's that old, like way back then, somewhere around that time. And I just really knew that I wanted to lose weight and I knew that I wanted to be healthy, but I was struggling trying to do it on my own. So I joined that program at work, the vegan program, and they were showing me and the other people that wanted to participate what all we could eat and what all we couldn't eat. And they were like, pickles are free. And I was like, free? I can eat all the pickles I want. And they were like, yeah, but you have to pay for them. They're not free like the cost, but they're free calories. And I was like, duh, I know what you meant. Like, where am I going to get free pickles? Pickles are free, meaning you can eat all the pickles you want. And I was like, oh, I love pickles. I love pickles. So that was a go. But even though they showed us all these foods that we could eat, back then I wasn't really into cooking. So I ate the same thing every single day. I had a baked potato with either a boya patty with salsa, paste salsa, or I would eat the baked potato with corn and black beans and salsa. And if I had onion, I would chop up the onion and put it on top. And that was my meal every single day because I didn't know what else to eat. So it sounds like I was starving, but actually I felt fulfilled. Potatoes are very high in carbs and it filled me up. I felt happy. I felt good. I felt nourished. And although I was eating such little calories, I was still working out. I would just do the elliptical just for 60 minutes a day. And if I still felt like I needed to do a little bit more, I still had a little bit of energy, I would go on a 20-minute run, which really just looked like this. This is me running. I'm not a fast runner, even whenever I am Even whenever I am smaller, I'm just sitting here jogging in place. I'm like, I bet I look ridiculous right now. But anyway, that's how I run. And so I would do that for 20 minutes after. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Harvey's on the bed. Okay, I'm still recording. I would do the 20-minute run after the 60-minute elliptical. And yeah, I really enjoyed working out. I would watch America's Next Top Model while I worked out because I could put the TV on the screen, you know, and I thought that was the coolest thing back then. So I would watch America's Next Top Model, look at these beautiful, thin women, and I wouldn't give up. And that's how I went from something like this to that. I succeeded. But now it's like I love to eat so much, knowing that I can consume more than that. I'm not on a restricted diet. I'm not a vegan. I'm a pescatarian, so I guess it is kind of restricted, but it's by choice. It's not because I want to lose weight. It's because I just don't want to eat chicken or turkey or anything of that nature. I just want seafood. And fruit, vegetables, chips, candy, donuts. I love all that stuff, you guys. So what I want to do, the soup is a good idea, but also the baked potato is not bad. See, this is how I ended up gaining the weight back. Whenever I realized I could have avocado, because of course they're vegan, I would add that to my potato, but they also made the mistake and told me that Oreos are vegan. So I started devouring some Oreos, and that's how I started my junk food bad habits back, Oreos. And of course, avocados are a good healthy fat, but they're high in fat, so I was no longer losing weight, I was maintaining. But the Oreos, the more I started to eat them, the more weight I gained. Honestly, whenever Crystal and I met, I was still pretty fit. I was working out regularly, maybe not daily at that point. I was probably working out like 3-4 days a week, going to the gym, doing Zumba, lifting weights and things of that nature. But I was still overweight, but I was a lot thinner than I am now. Probably about 75 pounds, 80 pounds lighter than I am now, which is a lot. So I really want to lose it. I'm auditioning for television shows. I'm trying to better my life, better my current situation. You know, I live in an apartment, which I'm very grateful for, but I make music and my neighbors don't like that. They complain. I try to shut it down by 9 o'clock and put my headphones on, but mixing on headphones is so hard. So I need to get out of this apartment and into a house so that not only can I have more space, me, Crystal, and Harvey can have our space from each other when we need it and still be able to come back together, but so that I'm no longer being disrespectful with my bass and my studio monitors, and I'm over here making a beat and I've got the kick drum going boom, 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 boom for like 3 hours. My neighbors are like, pipe down up there. Like, I'm trying to take a midday nap. I know it's not quiet time, but you're so disrespectful. I can turn it all the way down to where I can barely hear it, and the kick drum is still gonna be pounding. So yeah, I need a house. So why am I talking about getting a house and getting my own space? What does losing weight have to do with my success? I feel like whenever people take care of themselves, whenever people take care of them bodies, when we take care of them bodies, I'm kidding, that's so weird. But whenever we take care of our bodies, I feel like people respect us more. And I feel like we can get better opportunities because people look at us and say, this person has self-control. This person, you know, is fit. They're either on a diet or they're working out and they're taking care of themselves. So that's somebody that I would like to work with. Whereas whenever they look at me, they're like, oh, she has potential, but you know, if she can't even lose weight and she keeps talking about losing weight and she can't even put her mind to do that, what makes me think that she would be successful writing my song or making my beat when she can't even get in shape? She doesn't even have the momentum or the motivation to get in shape or the mental wellness, you know? There are many reasons why people allow themselves to get overweight. And for me, mental health does play a role in it. I like to eat. I am a comfort eater. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm depressed. I eat when I'm bored. I eat when I'm hungry, you know? So I just love to eat. So I do need to practice self-control, but I am going to put myself on a diet. People often say it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. By me trying to change my life, that's how I end up quitting. I cannot think of it that way. When I lost those 80 pounds, I knew I wasn't going to do it forever. I was like, I'm going to do it until I lose weight. But then I ended up doing it a little bit longer. But after maybe 7 or 8 months, I started eating cheese again because vegan cheese was so nasty back then. I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm going to eat me some real cheese, baby, because this ain't going to do it. I love cheese. So I had to give up the vegan diet. I had to. And then I became a vegetarian. And then when I met Crystal, I became a pescatarian. And now I'm still a pescatarian till this day. And I love seafood. I love food. I love to eat. So back then, what I was gonna say, when I was eating the potato, I was really eating within like a 30-minute window. So I was doing OMAD without even realizing I was doing OMAD. So now I'm over here trying to follow these other people's diets when I myself created that diet without even realizing it, not for the world, but just within myself, something I had never heard of. I was doing it because I didn't have time. Damn it. My god dang battery died, but I didn't have time to eat. So I didn't mind eating at work. If I was like super hungry, I would bring my baked potato to work just in case I wanted to eat it at work. But some days went by, many days went by, where I wouldn't even eat at work. I would wait until I got back home and then I would eat my baked potato. See, and this is something funny. I got written up when I worked at Geico. Before I went on this vegan diet, I was like doing some crash diets and trying to starve myself, and it just wasn't working. So one day I got off the phone because I felt like I was gonna pass out. I took a bathroom break because I was starving. Went to the vending machine, got a honey bun, devoured the honey bun, washed my hands, and went back to my desk. Well, like the next day, or maybe later on that day, I don't remember exactly. I feel like it was the next day. I had a write-up and someone actually watched me. They watched me, you guys. I have no idea who it was. Watched me get up from my desk, walk to the vending machine, get the honey bun, and on the write-up it says, and she ate the honey bun. 3 minutes I was away from my desk. I was working in the call center, taking auto claims, and they actually documented that. I wish I still had that write-up. My mom and I laughed so hard, and I explained to them, like, I am not well. I was trying to starve myself, and it was going very poorly because I felt like I was gonna pass out. So I got up to get a honey bun so that I could feel better. I ate it so that I could wash my hands, and then I came back to my desk to take my calls. And they wrote me up for that. Had to be one of the pettiest things I had ever experienced to date by an employer. I was like, that was something crazy. So anyway, it was after that the vegan classes started, and I signed up, and I was very happy to be a part of that. So anyway, I would bring my baked potato to work so that I wouldn't get that hungry like I had in the past. Right now, my stomach is growling because I'm doing OMAD. Today is just day one, and my stomach is like, hey, you forgot to feed me because I'm not gonna feed it until my window. So now that I know what OMAD is, I lost that weight so fast, you guys. I was skinny by like 2 or 3 months, and people were telling me, oh my God, aren't you glad you went vegan? You look great. And I'm looking at them like, are you sure I look great? Because I feel like I still need to lose a lot of weight. And I go try on clothes at one of my favorite stores, Rainbow, and I'm trying on clothes and I'm like, gosh, I look good. So after that, I went to Forever 21 and I was like, oh my God, like I didn't even realize I had lost this much weight. So I bought a scale. At that time, I didn't own one, which is how I didn't even know I weighed that much. Went to the doctor, you're over 200 pounds. It's like, that's insane. So anyway, I bought a scale and I weighed 160. I was like, baby, you did it. You did it. You're gorgeous. You look good. You look great. You lost some weight. And from that moment on, it's like I may have lost only 5 more pounds, but I stayed around that size because now I knew that I had succeeded. I knew that I had accomplished my goal. It's like, oh, well, it's over. But I kept eating vegan for a while, maybe like another 3 or 4 months or so. And then I started to eat cheese, but I continued to work out. So one thing that I really need to focus on, aside from the food I am intaking, is working out, fitness. It's hard to worry about what you're eating and working out simultaneously. It is, but I actually enjoy working out. It's something that I do for fun. I don't do it every day. I probably do it like once every 2 weeks, like bi-weekly. I need to work out more. It's just laziness. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, I've got to do that. I need to edit this video. I need to do this song. And I've just got all these other things that are more important than working out, which they're really not. But in my mind at that time, it is. So even if I just work out at home, do like little home workouts and squats and lift my little dumbbells, it's better than nothing. So I definitely need to get back into that today. Harvey is so worried about me leaving. I can work out from home today and then go to the gym tomorrow. But I definitely need to get back into it. So I'm going to. Another thing that really helps me is not thinking about losing weight, but focusing on feeling healthy, feeling better. See, if I'm constantly stepping on the scale and I'm constantly doing like a mirror check to see what I look like, then I'm not gonna be happy. So we'll see what happens. I'm really excited to start another journey. I did OMAD earlier this year for like 2 months and I lost 20 pounds and I felt so good. But as soon as I opened up my eating window to 24 hours a day, I gained it all back. So I don't think that my willpower is not strong. I don't have willpower. I can put my mind to something, but I'm very inconsistent. If I were still doing OMAD now, I would not have gained that 20 pounds back. I probably would have lost more weight if I never would have quit. So it's like I need to come up with a plan. How long am I going to do this? Can I do OMAD for 6 months? I believe I can. Can I eat vegan 4 days a week for 6 months? I know that I can. Okay? Can I cut out sweets? Can I cut out bread? I can eat rice maybe once or twice a week, but cakes and cookies and Oreos, can I cut that out for 6 months? 6 months, yes. Forever, no. So, a 6-month plan. 6 months from today, if I choose to, I can eat whatever I want. But up until that point, I must stick to this diet. This is not a lifestyle change. I'm not good with lifestyle changes. I don't like restrictions, permanent restrictions. It's not for me. But just until I can get my body in shape and I can continue working out after this 6-month journey, can I do that? I believe that I can. See, right now I have the camera on. I am speaking aloud my internal dialogue. So this is how I think to myself. And I'm letting you guys hear my thoughts. But I believe that I can do this. I believe that I can. 6 months is not a long time. A year from today, if I don't do anything, I probably would either look like this or have gained another 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds. So do I really want to do this? Yes. Am I going to stick with it? I don't know. I don't know. Do I believe it's possible? I know it's possible. But am I going to succeed? Only time will tell. So 6 months from today, I'm uploading this video. If I fail, we will all know. If I succeed, we will all know. So let's see what happens in 6 months. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.